Hey guys, Tila here, and happy AAPI month. I wanted to show you a new dish to some of you called Nasi Goreng. It is a fried rice dish, and it was the best-selling dish when I was chefing in Vegas. I'm gonna show you all the tips and tricks, so let's do this. So a lot of Indonesian and Malaysian dishes starts with a sambal. All it means is a spice mix or a curry paste, something that's very savory to start the dish with. So mine is pretty simple. I'm gonna start with some shallots, into a mortar and pestle, by the way. And these are called dried shrimp. They're basically dried little bay shrimp, and that slight fermentation and drying really pulls out a lot of salt and umami. So Thai chilies here. Now use as much or as little as you want, because Thai chilies are very spicy. You want to grind these dried shrimp down until they're smaller and they distribute themselves into the overall paste. So now that I have a rough paste, I want to add the Likam Ki minced garlic and the Likam Ki chili garlic sauce. This is going to give me a really nice warming spice. It's going to give me a nice garlic pop, and it's also going to give some body to this sambal. Next, I'm going to do the Likam Ki minced garlic. And you know what? I don't always want to process fresh garlic from the bulb. This stuff has such great aromatic quality to it. Now I'm just going to slowly bring this together. No more need to pound, because all the ingredients are about the same size right now. So there it is. I've made a very beautiful aromatic sambal. It's time to get into the wok. So I preheated my wok for about a minute. It's starting to get really hot. Now stir fry is basically a culinary roller coaster ride. Once I start, you can't stop. All right, and there's no screaming, there's no crying. You just got to be ready, and that's why all my mise en place is locked down. So first thing I'm going to do is add some neutral oil. And I'm always gonna look and not start cooking until I see wispy white smoke, and I've got it. Remember, the sambal is a lot of garlic and shallots, and you wanna brown that to really caramelize all those flavors. If there was smell-o-vision, you'd all be losing your mind right now. Now, I wanna go shrimp. You could sub this with chicken or your whatever other favorite protein, but I love eating nasi goreng with shrimp. Translation, language time. Our AAPI language lesson of the day is Nasi Goreng, literal translation, fried rice. What I really love about making this for AAPI month though is I think fried rice is so ubiquitous, and we've all eaten a ton of Chinese fried rice. We've all eaten a ton of Thai fried rice. Let's learn another culture's fried rice, shall we? I'm gonna crack some eggs into here, by the way. And how is Nasi Goreng different than Chinese or Thai fried rice? It's got way more garlic, it's got way more heat, it's got way more interest, and I love it. Now here's a little trick. I've cracked the eggs in, I'm throwing my shrimp in to the wet egg, and here's another good tip. Don't cook the egg all the way. When making fried rice, smash your rice into wet egg. And what happens is, watch, the rice doesn't stick to the pan. So the egg is coated each grain of rice, and it makes it light and fluffy, surrounds it with protein, and makes it super delicious. I'm working the rice in with the flat part of my spatula as to not break up the grains. Here we go. Likam Ki sweet soy sauce. What's the difference, Jet, between sweet and regular cooking soy sauce? This has a bit more sugar in it, and it reads nice and kind of caramely without being too salty. Now that I want some saltiness in there, I'm gonna add the Likam Ki cooking soy sauce. This is very much like the soy sauces that you've used most of your life in everything. Nice salty, nice umami pop to it. But Indonesian and Malaysian food is all about that sweet soy sauce. It brings a beautiful, rich caramel color. And then finally, to bring some more kind of sweet umami, a little bit of hoisin sauce right in there. We're gonna back that up with a little bit of chicken powder, which I love for some umami. Now watch the color that this becomes. It gets to be this rich, dark caramel, almost cola color. And that is really the hallmark of a really great nasi goreng. Again, I'm working it with the bottom of my spatula, flipping it over on itself. And then it's all tossed together, but keeping the grains whole. You don't want to break up the grains. And then finally, I'm going to finish with some aromatics. I'm going to do some scallion. I'm going to do some cilantro. I'm reserving some for plate garnish. And then you could buy these fried shallots at the store. You don't have to make them at home. They add a really nice crunch and a sweet kind of garlickiness. One final quick toss. The wok is perfectly clean, check that out. And it's time to take this to the plate. So now that it's plated up, I do like to garnish with a little bit of that cilantro, scallion, and fried shallot that's left over. I think it adds a pop of color and also is just kind of, fun and crunchy to eat on top. Now, you'll see in Asia, we finish with a bunch of white pepper on top because it's kind of floral and it adds that little bit of aroma. So AAPI month always reminds me of my family's, immigration story in the 60s, going from China, then Thailand, and then coming to America. And fried rice was the dish that I made the most as a child, kind of sitting on the counter with my grandmother. So there you have it, a restaurant quality dish made at home. If you want the recipe, go to lkk.com. Happy AAPI month, friends, and we'll see you next time.